Hello, dear viewers. Ever looked at your electricity bill and thought it was a promotional poster for the next big budget horror movie? Don't worry, you're not alone. Today, we're diving deep into the world of frugality, exploring 17 habits of the highly effective penny pinchers amongst us. Now, hold on to your wallets as we embark on this journey of change, savings, and yes, slightly better looking utility bills. So, first things first, let's tackle those sneaky energy vampires lurking in your home. You know, those appliances that continue to consume power even when you're not using them? Yeah, those. Frugal folks have developed a keen vampire hunting skill, turning off these energy suckers first thing in the morning. It's like a morning workout for your wallet. Next up on our morning itinerary, coffee. Now, I know the allure of that fancy store-bought latte can be strong, but just hear me out. When you make your coffee at home, you aren't just brewing a hot cup of caffeine, you're actually brewing savings. If you put aside the cost of every skipped store-bought latte, by the end of the year, you could probably afford a mini vacation. No kidding. And what about breakfast? Well, our frugal friends aren't just great at counting pennies, they're also fantastic at counting calories. By preparing a nutritious breakfast at home, they manage to keep both their health and wealth in check. Think of it as killing two birds with one scone. Alright, I can already hear the groans. Changing morning routines? Who am I, some kind of early bird superhero? I know. But remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a solid saving habit. So, moving on from breakfast to the rest of the day. Now, the secret weapon of our budget-conscious buddies is meal planning. Yeah, it's a bit like military strategy but with less camouflage and more vegetables. By planning meals for the week, they not only avoid the expensive trap of takeout but also put an end to the chaotic last-minute grocery store run. It's a win-win. And once the plan is in place, it's time for some home cooking magic. With a bit of practice, you could be serving up a delicious, nutritious, budget-friendly meals that would make even a restaurant chef green with envy. Yes, it can be hard to resist the siren song of the local pizza place after a long day, but remember, every pizza saved is a step towards your financial freedom. And who knows, you might even discover your hidden culinary talents along the way. Well, fingers crossed. Ever heard of the phrase, count your pennies before you count your pounds? Our frugal friends surely have. Before stepping out the door, they've already mapped out their budget like a treasure hunt, only this time, the goal is not to spend. And don't think of it as restrictions. Oh no, it's more like a game of skill and strategic planning. Now on to travel. The secret sauce of our penny-saving companions isn't a fancy, fuel-guzzling vehicle but their own 2 feet. Yup, that's right. Walking, biking, or public transit become their preferred modes of transportation. The added bonus? A fit body without the exorbitant gym membership fee. And let's not forget the beautiful symphony of no honking cars, the peaceful absence of traffic. Ah, pure bliss. Sure, at first glance, the idea of trading your cozy car ride for a brisk walk or a crowded bus might seem a bit daunting, maybe even worthy of a horror movie scene. But hey, think of it as a fun adventure. Each step you take is a step away from those hefty gas bills and closer to achieving your financial goals, all while getting a little extra cardio in, for good measure. Now, moving on to shopping. Our thrifty brethren have trained themselves to be more like disciplined soldiers and less like kids in a candy store. Impulse buying? Nope, that's a big no-no. They stand tall against the emotional allure of the buy one, get one 50% off deals. But their shopping strategy doesn't stop there. They are patient, bargain-hunting ninjas who can outlast any sale. They wait, and then wait some more, thinking over each decision, making sure it's the best choice before parting with their hard-earned money. The saga of frugal shopping continues with the hunt for the best deals and discounts. Like skilled detectives, they compare prices across stores, not shying away from second-hand shops. Because, hey, one man's trash is another man's budget-friendly treasure? Feeling a bit overwhelmed by the ins and outs of frugal shopping? Well, no worries. Remember, we're not trying to turn you into the next Sherlock Holmes of shopping. A little mindfulness goes a long way in preserving those precious pennies. Plus, think of all the fun you'll have playing detective, you'll give Hercule Poirot a run for his money. Let's dive into another chapter of our Frugal Friends Handbook, the DIY lifestyle. Now, this doesn't mean you should be ready to build a house from scratch, but rather, handle minor repairs, maintenance tasks, or even some creative endeavors. Be it fixing a leaky tap, sewing a button, or making homemade gifts, every self-accomplished task adds a few more dollars to your savings pot. And when it comes to filling their spare time, our budget-conscious mates don't just sit in front of the TV, mindlessly binging the latest series. Instead, they opt for learning new skills, reading, or engaging in enriching hobbies. Can you imagine how much more interesting your dinner conversations would be if, instead of discussing the latest TV series, you were discussing the new skill you just learned? Hold up, you're probably thinking, DIY? Learning new skills? Where am I supposed to find the time? Well, as the saying goes, time is money, and guess what? You'd be saving plenty of that. Next up in our frugal journey is the art of keeping track. Just like a skilled detective, our frugal pals keep a sharp eye on their daily expenses, looking out for patterns and clues about where their money goes. It's their version of a thrilling crime series, except the only crime here is overspending. Now, what's a detective without a good strategy, right? Hence, they regularly sketch out their financial goals, mapping their journey like a star navigator. It's not about earning more, it's about using what you have effectively to reach your goals. And amidst all these budgeting and frugal living practices, they never forget what matters most, spending quality time with loved ones. The best part? It doesn't cost a penny. Because at the end of the day, the memories and bonds we create are priceless. So, you're probably wondering, does frugality mean becoming a recluse, counting pennies all day? Well, you're in for a surprise. A frugal lifestyle doesn't mean compromising on fun and relationships. In fact, it encourages us to appreciate the small, priceless joys of life, like family dinners, board games, or a simple chat with loved ones. And let's face it, those definitely beat scrolling through your phone any day. Well folks, that brings us to the end of our penny-pinching extravaganza. We've explored the early morning vampire hunt, the journey of a home-brewed coffee, the strategic meal plans, the adventure of frugal commuting, the thrill of bargain hunting, the satisfaction of a well-executed DIY, and the delight of a well-spent day learning something new. And remember, frugality isn't just a buzzword or a fleeting trend. It's a conscious choice, a balanced lifestyle, and a path to financial freedom. It's about prioritizing what truly matters and making the most of what we have. So, who's ready to swap their extravagant Hollywood lifestyle for an Oscar-worthy performance in the frugal living film of a lifetime? If you're ready to take on this role, hit the like button, share this video with your fellow spenders, and let's spread the frugal revolution together. And, if you're not yet part of our savings-savvy community, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button faster than you turn off a useless appliance. You know, the one in the corner that's not been used since the last century but is still faithfully churning out those horrifying power bills. And lastly, don't forget to drop a comment below sharing your own frugal living tips. Who knows, your suggestion might just be the secret ingredient in someone's recipe for financial freedom. Until next time, remember, every penny counts, and so does every moment. So, make the most of it.